Hi, and welcome to our first seminar of Unit 2, where our major assignment will be the trend analysis. In this session, we'll introduce the trend analysis assignment. Because you'll be working on it in teams, we also want to introduce the concept of collaborative writing. We'll talk a little bit about the teams you'll work in and the kinds of trends you'll choose to analyze. There's also something called a team charter that we'll mention briefly. A trend analysis is a type of report usually linked to marketing or business, but it can be applied in any professional area. When we talk about a trend, we're referring to an emerging pattern of behavior, whether in organizations or in groups of people, that reveals a change occurring. A trend analysis is aimed at understanding both the causes and effects of a change like this. You might be wondering why we have you do an assignment like this. We can give you two solid reasons. First, the ability to understand, analyze, and ultimately adapt to trends is an important skill in a work environment that is characterized by constant and sometimes unpredictable change. Second, because you'll work as a team on the trend analysis, you'll get valuable experience working in a way that reflects the collaboration and connectivity of workplaces today. The first thing you need to do is to be part of a team. We are putting you into teams of 3 based on your program of study. The workspace for this assignment will be Microsoft Teams, and each team will have its own private channel, exactly as we did for conducting peer reviews for the Discourse Community Analysis. Your team is going to choose a trend to analyze. We'll have more to say in a couple of minutes about what kinds of trends. There will be 2 rough drafts of the trend analysis, the first for peer review due in week 10, the second for review by your instructor and due in week 11. And just like the Discourse Community assignment, your second draft will be run through the Turnitin software, which analyzes your use of sources. On the question of how your team will work, there are basically 2 possible approaches: collaboration and cooperation. Both are described in this boxed quotation. The most common approach in group projects is cooperation because it is easiest to organize. Group members look at the project, divide up the tasks involved, and usually work separately. The downside is that the result often feels like separate pieces rather than a unified effort. That's why we're encouraging instead collaboration, where all the members of the team work together on the whole task. True collaboration is difficult because it means more ongoing communication, more trust, and less individual control over different components of the project. But the results are often much better. If you would like more information about collaboration, look up the link for the article that is the source for this quotation. The next step for each team will be to choose a trend to analyze. You are probably wondering, what kind of trend should we choose? Your topic should be a trend that is directly related to your program of study. To give you a boost, we've already talked to most of your program coordinators about emerging trends, and we've compiled a list of their ideas on the course page. You'll find that in the folder of resources to support the trend analysis. In that same folder, you'll find a document called a team charter. Each team is going to fill this out. Here, you'll list your team's topic, the role of each team member, how you're planning to communicate with each other, and more. The team charter will be submitted to Microsoft Teams, but also as an in-class activity. We'll give you more detail on that separately. Once you have a team and a trend analysis topic, Your next steps are to plan out when and how your team is going to meet, and to get started on researching your trend. Thanks for listening in.